Well, it is clear skies in the nation's capital, Abuja, and it's yet another time to talk sport. It is also a Children's Day and also Barakat Salah to all Muslim faithful. Well, I am Ijoma Victor. It is sport highlight on the breakfast show. I will head straight to the Unity Cup played yesterday, the first semi-finals between the Super Eagles of Nigeria and the Warriors of Zimbabwe, where Femi Azeez delivered a sensational performance to inspire Super Eagles to a 2-0 victory over the Warriors. That's talking about Zimbabwe national football team in the first semi-finals of the Unity Cup, earning the Man of the Match award for his outstanding display. Let's also tell you that the forward scored both goals in a commanding attacking performance that secured Nigeria's place in the tournament finals. Now, Azeez opened scoring in a spectacular fashion just 5 minutes into the encounter, unleashing a long-range effort from over 35 yards after being set up by Terry Murphy. Now, the strike gave Nigeria an early advantage and immediately established the Super Eagles' dominance in the contest. Now, the forward doubled Nigeria's lead in a 62nd minute, calmly finishing with his right foot after another assist from Terry Murphy. Now, the goal effectively ended Zimbabwe's hopes of a comeback as Azeez continued to trouble the opposition defense with his movement, pace and clinical finish. Now, throughout the match, Femi Azeez remained at the center of Nigeria's attacking play despite frequent stoppages, tactical substitutions and physical challenges from Zimbabwe's defenders. Now, his ability to dictate the tempo in the final third and maintain a constant attacking threat proved decisive in a high intensified semi-final encounter. Now, this victory sent the Super Eagles into the Unity Cup final yet again, where they will continue their bid to maintain their unbeaten record in the competition. Now, Aziz's impressive base and influential all-around display ultimately earned him the Man of the Match award, capping a memorable night for the Nigerian forward. So let's head straight to London, and we take that highlight between Nigeria and Zimbabwe.
The substitutions will be decided.
The much anticipated Unity Cup is right before us. This one.
It's a privilege to do this with you. Draws. I mean,
Absolutely. The Warriors of Zimbabwe arrive here with that fear. You've got a very interesting figure leading them from up higher, Kaitana Tembo. And we'll be hoping that he can restore some sort of winning streak to the Zimbabwean side. They've had their fair share of struggles as the Super Eagles started really brightly here in their white top. This time they go! A new boy with a new claw. From Millwall, he's pulling trees for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Femi Azeez, that's the name. It's only taken 5 minutes to get the Eagles soaring in South London. 5 minutes into his debut, Nigeria might have just discovered a new sensation. And the Warriors are being stoned here by the Eagles. Nigeria wants Zimbabwe nil.
what a strike that was from the edge of the box. That was a fierce finish, and you don't get too many opportunities to score for the national team in your debut, on your debut, and that's what Femi Azeez, who plays
loans mostly. His last spell at Barnsley was quite a success. Wonderful ball in the box, sets it up from the left, and somehow, oh my, what collision! Balls forward, and once again, brilliant bit of goalkeeping coming out of his line, swiping out the game, swiping out the ball completely out of the ground.
Red when the substitutions will be decided.
What a wonderful run, another phenomenal ball, just a little more overstrung. Corner. Floated into the traffic. Oh my word. Now that should have been channeled goal bound. Straight at it. But then at times you need a bit more flair and finesse as well. Because again, chances will be sparse. You've got to make the most of it. Doesn't matter what your position is. Because that's what modern day football is all about. Every position demands more than one role. Now that's a decent bit of transition. What a wonderful ball in the box. Sets it up, and that's the second goal. And once again, it's the same man. Azeez knocking in the brace, knocking in the insurance goal, and now the rapture as evident as it gets in the Nigeria camp.
And that is why you cut the ball back from that area. Nigeria just showing the maturity, the composure, and the quality which Zimbabwe do not possess in attack. And that is why you can have about 20 bad minutes in a second half and still get away with it and get the second goal. Beautiful transition. You mentioned it while the move was on it. But the transition is not complete unless it ends with a shot. And that one did not just end with a shot. It ended with the second goal. Wonderfully done by Azeez Beloso. Zimbabwe can be very disappointed with how they let that attack in. It's 2-0 and now it's an uphill struggle. But what a fine goal from Nigeria. A quality shining through it, and now he can make the changes with a little bit of relief on his mind.
Yeah, it's been a while. It's been a while. His team was subjected to immense pressure. But then that's what Nigeria is all about. That's what the Super Eagles are all about. As we said before, there's very little room for error that Zimbabwe can afford.
I'm not sure if the rest of you have noticed this or not, but has the game seemed faster because of the lack of replays? It just keeps going.
Yes, it just keeps going. 9 debutants making their debut in that particular game yesterday. Yes, 9 of them, including goalkeeper Arthur Okonkwo. Yes, that was his first game done in the Super Eagles jersey, and he was standing between the sticks, and he made sure that no goal crosses the goal line. And as for Terry Murphy, he also wore the captain band in the place of Wilfred Ndidi. They arrived camp late yesterday, and eventually he put on the captain band. Now, what does this make about the new Super Eagles team that we have now? Eric Chelle trying to find depth in the team. If you have your first 11, there will definitely should be a second 11. Now, let's take that interview of Eric Chelle after the game yesterday.
The players, they work a lot during 2 days. We made two training sessions of 3 hours. So they work a lot and they deserve this victory. We played with 2 systems in that game, 4-4-2 diamond and 4-2-3-1. And I was happy because they play well. So I was surprised because it seems that they played during 6 months or 1 year together, and in reality it was the first time. So we didn't record. This is not my problem. So, I was happy for that, and the reality at the end of the first half there is 3-0. There is nothing to say. So we deserve this victory. Zimbabwe is a good team, is a strong player, and we made a great game to win this game. So I'm happy for them. Congratulations for the play. You know, and the reality since I took this job, we were supposed to qualify in World Cup, and we lost. We lost in the final of the playoff because we were tired. And in semi-final against Morocco in AFCON, we lost this game because we were tired. So I need to bring some new player to change that situation. If for the other AFCON we arrived in semi-final and we are tired, I can bring some player who can make the difference. So I'm happy about all of these players because this is not easy for them to come for the first time and play a strong team like Zimbabwe. It was not easy, but they played well. So I'm happy for them. But the reality, this is only one game. This is a friendly tournament. This is not the qualifier of the AFCON of the World Cup. So happy because they played well. Just this game. I will not agree with you about the chance of score a goal. But you know, in the first half we make a lot of pressure on Zimbabwe, so it was difficult for them to go out to try to build up, because we made a lot of pressure. And after, when we were after 35 minutes, we start to low down with the high pressure. And technically, because they are strong, they have some good players. They start to go to the side and another side, so it was difficult for them. But after that, after 15 minutes in the second half, we passed it for 3-1, and we managed that situation to let them the ball and to play in transition ball. So it was the game plan, and the players they made perfectly the game plan. So I'm happy for that. I just need sometimes to do my job, to scout some player of the league. I need some time to work with them. It can be a part of a sport project. After that, I'm not the guy who or the instructor who said what I have to do. Maybe if you want, if the Nigeria wants sport project, I'm here to do that. But you know, the player, it was difficult for them, the new player, because maybe some of them, this is the first time that they come in Europe. So the pressure was high for them. But like I said earlier, I'm happy what they show me, what they show to the Nigeria. So I'm just happy for that. But once again, this is only a friendly game. This is not the World Cup qualifier or the qualification of the AFCON. So they need to work a lot. They need to understand. They need to try to understand what I want, what the official, what the technical staff want. And the high level is difficult. The high level is very difficult. So you see, we made some mistakes with the ball technically. Maybe five minutes before the end of the first half, we did a lot of mistakes with the ball. So I'm happy for the result, but for sure tomorrow they will work out.
Eric Chelle, Super Eagles head coach, are full of praise for the team, and also, you know, giving advice to the players applying their trade with the Nigeria Premier Football League, telling them to really step up their games to get more invite, and also full of praise for the other players that were called up. Now, who is this player called Femi Azeez? Now, we need to know him, a player that, you know, for you to making your debut and scoring 2 goals. Talking about Femi Azeez. Now, his full name is Oluwa Femi Azeez. Now, he was born in London. That was on the 5th of June 2001. Yes, his age 24. His birthplace is Westminster in England. Now, his current team, he plays with Millwall and he wears the jersey number 11. Now, his youth career was with Watford. Yes, talking about the Watford youth system at the age of 14. Then he also with the youth team, also talking about Northwood. Now, his senior career also with Northwood, he had 12 appearances in 2018. 2018 to 2019, he was with Willstone. He had 8 appearances in that game. And also for that team, in 2018 to 2019, he also played for Hanswell Town on loan and had 3 appearances. Also with Reading, he played for Reading. 2019 to 2024, he had 81 appearances for Reading. Then 2020, he was with Bracknell, that's Bracknell Town on loan. He had only just 1 appearance for the team. And for Millwall, 2024 till date, with 69 appearances for Millwall. And his first international call-up was the game he played yesterday for the Super Eagles of Nigeria. Just 1 game and with 2 goals. So the Super Eagles will be in the final, and they will wait for the winner between Jamaica and the Blue Tigers. Yes, the Reggae Boys and the Blue Tigers of India. That game will go down tonight. Jamaica and India will play the second semi-finals later this evening, and the winner of that game will wait for Nigeria in the final that will go down on the 30th of May. I will head straight into the Under-17 Nations Cup in Morocco, where the semi-final fixtures for the 2026 CAF Under-17 African Cup of Nations have been confirmed following an action-packed day of quarter-final matches on Sunday. Now, host Morocco national Under-17 football team will face defending champions, the Junior Teranga Lions of Senegal, and that will be a highly anticipated last 4 clash. Senegal and Morocco, somebody will say again, while Egypt will take on a surprise package Tanzania. Yes, real surprise package Tanzania. Now, all 4 teams had already secured qualifications for the FIFA Under-17 World Cup after, reaching the quarterfinals. But Sunday's match determined who will continue the pursuit for continental glory. Now, the semifinals will take place on Thursday, May 28 at the Moulay El Hassan Stadium in Rabat. Egypt national Under-17 team will face Tanzania national Under-17 team 5 p.m. local time, while Senegal national Under-17 team will take on the Junior Atlas Lion of Morocco Under-17 team time 8 p.m. Now, the winner will progress to the final scheduled for Tuesday, June 2nd, while the defeated semi-finalist will contest the 3rd place match on Monday, June 1st. And finally, we wrap it up with tennis, where African table tennis players will be aiming to make a strong impression at the 2026 WTT US Smash, with Nigeria's Olajide Omotayo and Egypt's Mohamed Al-Belil leading the continent campaign in the preliminary round for the prestigious tournament. Now, the 11-day competition scheduled for July 3rd to the 13th at the Olen Arena in Las Vegas marks the first ever WTT Grand Slam Smash event to be staged in the United States. Now, the tournament features a prize purse of $1.55 million and is expected to attract many of world top ranked players. Now, that also includes Aruna Quadri, Omar Assar, Dina Ashraf, and many of them that will be aiming to clinch $1.55 million. Yes, the very first United States Smash that will go down in the month of July. And this is where we wrap up the show this beautiful Wednesday morning. It is a holiday, and it is also the Children's Day. And Barakah Salam once again to all our Muslim faithful. Do have yourself a beautiful day. Enjoy your holiday. Good morning.